everyone. Thank you for tuning in the Wireless Documentation channel. I'm Tang Shi from the Huawei Wireless Documentation Department. We are here at the Huawei Shanghai Research Center in China, broadcasting to customers all around the world. The topic today is new search experience, and we are happy to have Samuel, our document chief architect, joining us today. Hello, Samuel.
Hello, Tang Shi. I'm really excited to be here. Hello, everyone.
Hello and welcome. At the Wireless Documentation Department, we are committed to continuously improving our customers' experience. That's why we are always tweaking the search engine of the Wireless Network Information Center. We recently completed the latest upgrade, bringing an all-new search experience to our users. So in today's live broadcast, we'd like to introduce the new version of the Wireless Network Information Center to you. So Samuel, what are we going to cover today?
Oh, I'm glad you asked this. Thanks. First, I think we're going to introduce the product documentation architecture today. And then we're going to explain how to use the new search function that we provided through the Wireless Network Information Center. So that's the two topics we're going to cover.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. But before we dive in, though, I'd like to share some exciting news with you guys. We are going to have a lucky draw at the end of today's live broadcast. We will randomly pick 3 lucky viewers who send us comments, questions, or other feedback during today's live broadcast. The winners will get Amazon gift cards worth $25 each. To enter the draw, just type down your answer, your questions or comments into the chat box on the right side of the screen. So now let's get started. As Samuel mentioned, he will first introduce the wireless product documentation architecture.
Yeah. Okay. First, let me turn to the slides here. Let's to the documentation. Okay. This week here, you can see that we have the 6 categories of the customer documentation here. And overall, we would separate this into 2 parts, the pre-sale documentation and post-sale documentation. The pre-sale documentation is intended for a marketing and sales engineer to promote our solutions and products to the customer. So it's focused on the benefits and on their availability of the products and also the specifications. And the second part is post-sales documentation. Here we have 5 categories: the product documentation, feature, release, test, and MBI. First is about the product documentation. It describes the components and of products, and so the specification, the weight, the dimensions, the specification of the product. And also, it provides information of how to deploy the product, the installation, commissioning, and the maintenance information of the product. And the second documentation is the feature documentation. It describes the principles and the application of software of solutions to support feature planning, deployment, etc. So it describes the feature from the perspective of feature. Then the third one is release documentation. It provides the information of the changes between software versions that we provided for the customer. So overall, we can say it's a delta information that we provided from one software version to another version. And the next one is the test documentation. This type of documentation provides the information of verifying and testing Huawei's product and features. So it organized from the product and feature as well. It's just like text acceptance cases like that. And the last one, but not the least, is the NBI documentation, northbound interface documentation. It is used for the integration of the Huawei EMS, that means MAE now, to customers' NMS system. So if the customer wants to do the integration from Huawei's EMS system to the NMS system, then the MBI document is a must. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really explanation of what our customers can access. But how can I actually get all these documents?
Okay. Yeah. Now get to the next one. Okay. Yeah. Here is you can see that we have 3 channels to for customers to get the documentation. First one is for the pre-sale documentation. You just contact our frontline engineers, most of the time the sales engineers, to obtain the documents from the very early stage of a product and solutions. And the product, the feature, and MB documentation, this 3 type of documentation is standard packages that we provide for the customer. So the customer can download it just right from their support website, specifically from the Wireless Network Information Center. And the release documentation and test documentation, you need to contact our frontline engineer. Most of the time it is a GTS engineer, our service engineer, to obtain these 2 types of documents. So we have 3 channels that you can obtain the documentation from Huawei.
Okay, thank you, Samuel, for telling us this. And I think now everyone in our audience should have a pretty clear idea of the type of documentation we provide and how they can access it. So now let's move on to the next topic. Samuel, can you introduce the all-new search experience?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, today, maybe you can see that some logos here. We said the smart, simple, and we just want to make it very, even the product gets more complex, and we just want the information to be simple and smart. So we're going to share some to demonstrate the latest search function of our information center. So I think today we just go through the process. So we invite all of our audience to do so, following us, and just to learn it by doing it. So I'm gonna demonstrate how to get the right information. Yeah, both of us maybe to demonstrate how to get information through Huawei support website. So first one, we need to log into the Huawei support website. So you need to type in. Yeah, I invite everyone, if you have the sitting in front of your PC, then just do it.
Just join us.
Yes. So first, we need to type in the address.
In the address bar?
Yeah.
For the first step.
Support website, support.huawei.com. And then you see that from the home page, you see the wireless network. Just below it, there is a bookshelf here. Click on this bookshelf. Okay, just remember this. Click bookshelf.
Okay.
And then you are into the Wireless Network Information Center. This is the beginning of our information journey. So anytime if you want to obtain Huawei wireless information through Huawei support website, this is the point that we get started. So after you enter the wireless information center, you can browse all the information. But remember, you need to log in first.
Log in first,
Yeah, and most of the time you click in, you didn't log in. So I can demonstrate how to log out and log in again, okay? Yeah, anytime you just to log in again and with your account, support web account. That's a must. That's a prerequisite to do this the information browsing. Yeah, so you need to type in the account, password, and then log in. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's the starting point of information journey today, and I'd like to everyone to tuning in to answer 3 questions for us. To do so, you will need using some of the all new function of this Wireless Network Information Center.
Okay, this sounds a lot of fun. So hopefully everyone has logged in and is ready to do some searching around the site. So let's get started. The first question is, let's see. The first question is, what is the IBW of AAU 5639W 3500 MHz as the frequency band? So it's the IBW of this model. Once you've got the answer, simply type down your answers into the chat box on the right side of the screen. So you are entering in the lucky draw. For me, when I see the first question, I got 2 ways to find this information. So I'd like to show you how I can find the information through hands-on operation. So let me share the screen for you. So the first way is to find information from the product documentation. So what I will do is just click the by version tab at the top of the page, and then you will see all those solutions here. And we need to choose the latest one, SRAM 17.1 here, and find the product documentation here and open it. In the navigation tree, we'll choose the description first, and then technical specifications, and then AAU technical description. In order to quickly find what we want, I'd like to press Ctrl plus F, and then enter AAU 5639W. Oh, here it is. Yeah, and in this section, every detail of this model is displayed. If you scroll down into the contents, you will see the 3500 MHz as an example. So we choose this one. Then we jump to this section. And oh, here it is, the IBW of this model. It's 180 and 200 for different frequency range, maybe. Yeah. And by the way, if you need a PDF file of this section, just click the PDF download button in the upper right corner here, PDF download. If you click it, you will get a PDF file of this section. So the second way I will use is a bit more efficient. We can use maybe the Quick Track tool. So we go here and click the Quick Track tab and choose AAU under Hardware and Specifications. Then we jump to a Quick Track tool of AAU. And in the search bar, we need to input a specific model, which means you don't have to input 3 letters, AAU. Just input 5639W. Okay, here it is. And we choose the 3500 mHz, right? Okay, so now here it is. This page provides every detail of this model. And if you scroll down, you will see the IBW here. 200 and 180, same as what we did earlier. And another thing that I really recommend you to use this function is the highlight difference function. If you select highlight difference here, you will see all the differences of this model in different frequency range highlighted in orange. You can see here. Yeah. And if you want to see the difference between this model and another one, just click the compare button here. And choose another model, for example, HAAU 5323, and then click compare. You will see all the differences highlighted in orange again. Yeah. So these are 2 ways I will use. How about yours, Samuel? Yeah. Do you have any new things to show us?
Yeah, great. These 2 ways are really helpful. But I recommend we try another new way to do so. And today I'm going to use this new search experience. Just go back to your home homepage of the Wireless Network Information Center. Just type in these modules AAU 5639W. Then just click.
Wow.
And then you will see that at the search results, at the right side, we have this AAU 5639W. And here you can see that all the frequency bands here. Now it just showed it's 3500 megahertz. So I click it, and you will see that the we have the IBW for 200. Of course, you can click another one to find it's 180 megahertz. So it's very easy. You see that you just got all the attributes of these, all the specifications of this module, and to be even put it simpler is you can do it like this. Just put it IBW like this one. So you're gonna get the answer is 200.
Yeah, directly.
Yeah, so it's very easy. Okay, and that's why we call this one of research is the knowledge graphic based search function.
Knowledge graph.
Graph, yes. And so one thing I want to point out is the related document. You just show the headaches documents, right? You can also see this one through this related documents. You just can click on this one to go to the technical specification you just showed to us. Yeah, so 3500 megahertz, exactly the same, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the new way to find this information.
Yeah, it seems the knowledge graph just gives us what we want directly on the search results page. So I think it will save a great amount of time. So I'm guessing we can do the same for features.
Yeah.
So let's see the second question. Get ready for the second one. Second question is, what is the license information of a 5G feature, Super Uplink? Okay, so remember to type down your answers into the chat box on the right side of the screen. If you do, you are entering in the lucky draw. This time I will on this question again. Let me show you. For me, I will also use two ways to find this information. And the first one is to find it into the feature documentation. So the first thing I will do is to click by version tab and find the latest version here. And we click the 5G RAN features here. And in the navigation tree, just choose feature overview here and feature licenses and license control item lists. In order to quickly find the information, I'd like to
use Control F again.
Yeah, again. Here and super. Oh, here it is. We got it. It's a Super Uplink. It's license information, and for I think maybe different base station model.
Yeah.
The one's for macro, Genobi, and another for LAMsite.
Yeah.
And I also can use the Quick Check tool to help us. And so this time, I will click Quick Check tab here. And then under Feature and Functions, I will choose 5G here. And we are jumping to the feature family. And in the search bar, just enter Super Uplink again. Oh, now we have a detailed page providing the information of this file, of this feature. If we can see how in this
license
column, which is license here. Now we got the license information of this feature. And I'm guessing maybe somebody needs to check the license information offline, which means they don't have an access to the internet. So if so, I really recommend you to click the Export Feature Info button here. And then choose All Features and License field. Then click Export. Okay, now you have downloaded an Excel file. Open it. Then in this file, just use the way
Scroll
you
it.
scroll
or
it, or just
Control F
find.
again.
Yeah. You guess what I will do? Super uplink. Okay, here we got it. The license information of super uplink, and it's divided into two types here. So that's all I have for this question. And
Okay.
how about yours?
Okay.
Samuel, do you have anything new about the search function?
Of course, similarly, we can do this, find this information through the search. So you just go to the home page
Again.
and then home page again, and type in this. This is the super uplink. Yeah, it's the one of the important 5G features, super uplink. You will see that on the right side of this search result, you got the super uplink information. You can have the feature description, availability, summary, benefits, description, enhancement for different versions. And also you got the license model. That means the license control information. You see that there is two license information here. Of course, you can click to get the
Specific one.
Yeah, to get like this one. It's per macro G0B, right?
Yeah.
So that's the way you can get the license information. So you see that if you click on another object, the search word change, right? Because I just now click on this license control information, so the search word become change into the license control information. So if you go back to the super uplink, you just click it, and then you just get this information as well. So here again, you can see that the traditional documents was linked here as well. Just related document. The traditional feature document, the multi, even the multimedia was linked here. So if you want to get the specification or get the license models, just get it very quickly through this way. And you can even read the traditional documents this way. You just can click it, and then you jump to the super uplink FPD document. So it's very easy to just search in the search bar.
Yeah, and the knowledge graph will help us quickly.
Yeah.
So I think this function is very powerful, right? So now, great, let's see if our audience can search for the parameter now. So those watching online, get ready for the third question. The third one is, what is the value range of a parameter? And we take NRDU CLTRP beam coverage scenario as an example. Oh, that's not an easy one. Okay.
Hold on. Here means I think there is a dot in between. So the former part is the management object MO, and this coverage scenario is the parameter ID. Right. So this in fact this parameter there is two parts in here for this parameter.
Yeah, thank you for explaining that. Okay, so those watching online, once you've got the answer, don't forget to type down your questions, your answers into the chat box here. And this is not an easy one, but I will handle it. So again, I will show you through hands-on operations. And I will use two ways to find it. The first one, again, I will click by version tab here and choose the latest version and find it from the product documentation. So I will open this base station product documentation. And in the navigation tree, choose operation and maintenance, configuration management. And if you scroll down, see the last item, MO and parameter reference. Then choose MO, and you will see different types of this reference information, and we choose G0B function. And there are so many MOs. In order to quickly find it, I will use Control F again. It's NRDU cell TRP bin.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. We find it. If you click the Add button on the left, you will see all the parameters under this MO, and we choose coverage scenario. Okay. In this page, we will see the details of this parameter, and if you scroll down, you will see the value range. Here, we got it of this parameter. And we can also use the quick check tool again. For the second way I will use, just click the quick check tab, and then choose the parameter under man machine interface. And we are going to the parameter family, and in the search bar, let's input, I think it's coverage scenario. Okay, so now we got several parameters under different MO.
Yeah.
So we choose this one as we did earlier. So now you will see a detailed page of this parameter, and if you scroll down, you will see the value range of this parameter. And another function I really recommend you to use is the change history function. If you click change history in the first line of this table, you will jump into another page. And in this page, you can find where this parameter, when this parameter was introduced and what changes were made in different versions. And if you scroll down in this table, you will see all the differences highlighted in red. So I think this function is very useful, so I really recommend you to use that. So that's the ways I will use.
This change history, you can see that from the beginning of the change history. Here, we replace reserve parameter. That means at first beginning of this parameter, it displayed as kind of reserve parameter. And then in this version, it was replaced with a formal parameter. That means this cell coverage, the name was formally used in beginning from this version. Yeah, previously it was used as a reserve. And then throughout these versions, there are some changes between these versions. Maybe some of the meanings, maybe some value range change. For example, this one. There is some value change. Yeah. So all this change you just can trace back and to find the parameter changes. This is very useful for some of optimization engineer if they want to know the history, between versions.
Yeah. Okay.
So again, let's go back to our search function. Yeah, for parameters, we still can use this type of search. So I'm gonna just
copy.
Maybe I can type in. Okay, search.
Oh, maybe you can copy it. To be more quickly.
Yeah. I just can copy it. Sorry. Be patient. Oh, this pool mouse.
Mouse.
Yeah.
And we're going to use.
If you do this one, just go back to the home page. So every time, just search starting from the home page search bar, and then input this word.
Oh, it's quick.
Yeah.
Now.
And then, it pop up with two buttons here. One is E not B, one is G not B. That means this parameter is available from LTE and 5G. So if you choose 5G again, then the 5G coverage scenario that will display here at the right side. And maybe you can see that this NRDU cell TLP bin, this is the exact parameter we are looking for. But if you scroll down, you're going to see that different management object here. So it depends on which parameter you're looking for. You just can click and to find the right parameter. So now you see that from this information knowledge graphic, you see that the meanings, the GUI values, so it's just the same as what you have looking for. So it's very easy. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I like the search function. It's so quick and convenient.
Yeah.
So Samuel, thank you for telling us this function. But I think I believe that this function is not only for hardware features or parameters we just searched for. So can you tell us a bit more about this other function?
Okay, definitely. Okay, let's see. I can share some more because some more cases here.
So let us share the screen again.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
here it is.
And now we have showed this for the parameter. And this is exactly the same if you type in the counters.
Oh.
Yeah. You see the counters? You have different 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Okay. Let me take 5G as example. You're going to see all these counters. You just can choose one, and then it will display at the right side of this search result. Okay, so exactly the same, and not only in the parameters, counters, and also the KPI, right? KPI, yeah. You got 5G KPI or 4G KPI. Yeah, for 5G KPI, you see that we have a lot of KPIs here. So you just scroll it, and then to find the service call job rate. This is one of the KPI index. So you see that it's very easy to find the KPI information. And now you can find this information for the alarm as well. Alarm information. Alarms. Yeah, exactly the same. So you just click on 5G alarm, and then you will see just choose anyone. Okay. For example, this one, the G0B X2 interface file, and you get the alarm information, and also you can get the loot alarms. Loot alarms means this alarm, the loot alarm occurs, then this alarm might occur as well. So before you solve this alarm, you're going to look for the loot alarm. Yeah, so it's more easier for you to handle the alarms. And here, so it's very easy to find the man-machine interfaces like parameter, counters, alarms, even the MML commands. So you just can do it. Sorry, MML.
Wow.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
thing.
So
Yeah.
I don't want to repeat again, but you can do it. And here, one thing I want to show is the concept search. Concept search means to sometimes you don't know which is which. For example, just like parameter, I don't know which one parameter. I just type in the parameter, so you can find the parameter you want. You just pick one parameter from the parameter list. This works also for the hardware. And for example, you may know the AAU, but you don't know which AAU.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you are not familiar with all the AAUs. Yeah. So we just can type in the AAU, and then to find the right AAU want to show. I can show it.
Yeah. So. And this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Let us share the screen. Okay.
Come again. For example, this one AAU.
So we don't need to input a specific model.
Yeah,
just
I don't know.
letter.
I don't know which AAU
one?
I'm looking
Yeah.
for. I just want to see some AAU
Yeah,
information.
that's the exact situation. Yeah.
So I said this is a very basic concept that you have in your mind. So you just want to see what happened if you type in the AAU.
Okay, let's see.
And then you see that we just list all the AAUs on this list, right? For example, this one is the right AAU you're looking for. Just click it, and the same information will display at the right side. So you can choose anyone. Yeah, it depends on which AAU you're looking for. This is the same also for RRU. If you type in RRU, that's exactly the same RRU, right? And 5909, then you can click it and to find the right information as well.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Everything.
And even, for example, when you come across some of the concept that you're not familiar with, this is the very useful way to do it. Yeah. So, for example, for the cabinet.
Cabinet.
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, I think a lot of people, they know BBU, RRU, but they don't know what is cabinet, because the cabinet is used for housing the BBU, right?
Yeah, those components.
Yes, so not all people are familiar with this type of information. So it doesn't matter. We just type in the cabinet. Then we can show a different type of cabinets here for the product. Okay. Yeah. Again, for example, cabinet. You see that we have power cabinet, we have passive rack, battery cabinet, IF cabinet, maybe power. Now a lot of people care about power. Cabinet. Yeah. And then for this power cabinet, for example, APM 5930. Yeah, you can click it. And then we can show this APM 5930 specifications.
Yeah.
Dimensions, weight, input power, etc. And
simple.
also what components can be configured for this specific cabinet, also showed here. Yeah. For example, for this type of cabinet, we can house the BBU 59 and BBU 3910. So you can go to the BBU 5900, click it. Now here is the BBU 5900, so you can get the information. Yeah, it's for BBU 5900. You can see that it can house different boards, main control board, UMPT, for different baseband board, processing board. You see that? So, and also some satellite board, power modules, etc. So, not only the object specification was you can find it, but also the configuration information you can find through this knowledge graphic. Yeah, so it's very easy.
It's very useful. But I think the traditional ways I use and the new search function, both of them have some strong points, right?
Yeah, of course. For I think we have three ways to get the information, right? The traditional way, you just find the information from the header file. So you need to go. You must remember which position of the information located in the header file. So you must remember the position. So the advantage is it provides more complete information. Yeah. But for the quick check tools, the advantage is you can get it very quickly, but I think the most outstanding point that I want to point out for the quick check is the comparison.
Yeah.
You just show it,
right?
I
just show
the comparison function. You can compare some similar modules and to find the exact differences, the tiny differences between the modules. So it's very useful for the comparison function. So if you want to compare different module or different products, then the quick check tool is recommended. And for the knowledge graphics searching, then it's very fast. You don't need to remember where it is. You just type in the search word. Just type in, not word, I would say type in the search object. You don't need to consider the word, just object. Type in the object, then you get a result.
Yeah.
So it depends on your needs.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems that Wireless Network Information Center is getting more and more powerful. It provides various functions for different search requirements.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Now we've covered how to obtain information from this center. If you want to get all of the wireless information from only one site, the Wireless Network Information Center is your best choice. So I really recommend you to bookmark this site. And I think before we going on, there's one thing that we need to do again. It's go over the access pass one more time. And I hope that this time it's my turn to do it because I want to check if I still remember what Samuel has just taught us.
Okay.
So let me share the screen. And we go to the support site again. And I still remember that we should find Wireless Network column, and under it, it's the bookshelf button. Click it, and we're jumping to Wireless Network Information Center. And before you are going to browse the documentation, don't forget to log in with your accounts and password. So it seems I have good memory. Okay. So well, Samuel.
How do you just say that you recommend our audiences to save this how to bookmark, use the bookmark function to
Yeah.
yeah.
I can also show you how to bookmark it. It's very easy. Just click the star icon in the address bar here, click it, and then you will add this center into your favorite websites.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, Samuel, actually, I have one more question. Sorry, I'm not challenging you, but I just want to know what can I do if I come across some problems or questions when I am reading a document or using the tools? Because you have just introduced several ways to obtain information from Huawei. But how can I send my comments or feedback to Huawei? Because I think some person in our audience may be wondering this as well.
Yeah. This is I think what we Huawei cared about the customers' voices the most is because customers' voice always drive our forward. So we care our audience, our customers' voice very much. So you can see, I can just show you how can we respond and get the customers'
Their comments.
Comments, yeah. For example, if you have any comments for the traditional headx file, just go to the headx. Oh, I'm going to log in first. And if you browse any topics, you can see that there is a connect with author. This is this button. You can press at any time on every page. So if you connect with author, then you can rate this document, and then input your feedbacks here, and then send with your email. Then submit it, and then we will get this this feedback as a email via email. So we're gonna respond to you by email. Yeah. So it's on every page you can do this, and even for the quick check tools we can do this again. Quick check tool. Every tool you opens up, and then there is a feedback button. Yeah, exactly the same. You can rate it. And then give your feedbacks on this box, and then send submit. So on every page of the traditional headx documents, on every page on this quick check tool, it's very easy for you to send your comments to Huawei technical writer, and our technical writer has very close connect with our design guys, so we can respond and in 2 workdays, and we can keep the solutions in 10 workdays. Yeah, that's our
response.
commitment. Yeah, so we in fact we receive thousands of customer voices every year, and those precious voices is the very important input for our continuous improvement.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Samuel, for sharing this site with us. Now we still have a few minutes left to answer a couple of questions and maybe give away Amazon gift cards. So let's take a look if there are any comments or questions from our audience.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, here's questions. How to register a support account?
Register a support account.
Mhm.
I think you can register a support account, or you can send your request to just an email to our frontline engineer, service engineer, and they can help you to register a support account. Yeah, I think you can register a support account from the support network. You can do it as well. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see if there are any other questions.
What's the difference between searching documents from support website and this information center? Oh, this is really I want to highlight the differences between the support website. That means there's the homepage of the support website, and
Okay, well, we should first let's share the screen again.
yeah.
Let's find the answers of this. Okay.
Yeah. The support website is, you see there is a search bar here. And because this search bar is to search all the products, not only for wireless wireless product, but for, Huawei has a very long range of products that, so it's not easy. All the information was mixed in this search bar. So we strongly recommend you use wireless network information center to find wireless product information here. Yeah, that's our recommendation. Yeah.
Okay, let's see the third question.
What's the difference for IBW and OBW? Oh, that's yes. IBW is instantaneous bandwidth. OBW is occupied bandwidth. So sometimes it's equal, sometimes it's not equal. IBW is that the bandwidth for a specific module that can provide it this range. The configuration should not larger than this IBW, but for OBW, it's the cell or the carrier bandwidth should not larger than this. So it for the OBW is smaller or equal to IBW. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Daisy, for helping us answer this question for from Syria. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of audience has helped. Thanks for.
Thank you so much. Okay.
What we call it? Reserve parameter. What we call reserve parameter is the reserve parameter is used for the because for every software we have some time frozen time. That means starting from that point forward, there is no change for a parameter, but there should be some function or some upgrade of the software. So if that happens, we need to tune some parameters. So we have to use some parameter for reserved for this type of purpose. So we call it reserve parameter. So it's just reserved for that specific purpose. And most of the time, the reserve parameter will change into formal parameters. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's all we have for the Q&A part. And now our time is up, but thank you so much for your active participation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.
See you.
See you.